Well, welcome to the next grade. Let's talk about Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Rodrick Rules. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2011 kids comedy flick Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Rodrick Rules, released by Fox, directed by David Bowers, based on the 2008 book of the same name by Jeff Kinney. The film brings back Zachary Gorin and Devon Devon, I think that's how you would pronounce it, Devon Bostick, as Greg and his big brother, Rodrick. Plus, Robert Capron, Rachel Harris, Steve Zahn, and, are back as well. Plus, we have, let's see here, Grayson Russell, Cranbrar, and Lane McNeil as well. Plus, we have a new member of this cast, Peyton List. Well, the film did just about almost as well as its predecessor. This is the second installment of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid film series, which I'm doing this in its predecessor in order to promote the new animated Diary of a Wimpy Kid feature that's now on Disney Plus. Again, I can't guarantee you a review of it yet. Maybe sometime down the road. And this is the last film in the series I'm reviewing. I will review Dog Days and maybe The Long Haul later on. But for now, if you haven't seen my review of the first Diary of a Wimpy Kid, I advise you to click on the card coming up. There we go. And that way you can catch what you might have missed or see it again if you'd like. Before I get into this review, I'll give you a few additional seconds. Okay, that ought to do it. Alright, now on with our story. The Heffley family attends a back-to-school roller skating party where Greg, now about to start 7th grade, reunites with his pal Rolly and meets a new girl named Holly Hills, whom he instantly develops a crush on. Rodrick, Greg's brother, interferes with the party by sabotaging Greg's attempt to ask Holly to skate with him and tricking their parents, Susan and Frank, into embarrassing him by respectively talking to him on the rink's PA system and carrying him off the rink. Greg tries to tackle Rodrick for humiliating him but ends up face planting into a girl's birthday cake, causing her and her friends to beat him up. Yikes. The next day, a local talent show is advertised on TV, and Rodrick sees it as his band, Loaded Diapers' big break. Greg and Rowley try to become famous themselves by making videos for YouTube in the hopes of going viral. Susan, who writes a parenting column in the local paper, wants to get Greg and Rodrick to spend more time together and incentivizes them with money. However, at church the following Sunday, I meant, my mistake, Rodrick stains Greg's pants with chocolate, humiliating Greg and causing a public scuffle between the two. Consequently, the brothers are grounded from the family's trip to the water park and instructed not to invite anyone over. Ignoring this, Rodrick throws a wild party which Greg and Raleigh end up participating in after, Rodrick locks him in the basement. The next morning, their parents unexpectedly announce they will be returning early from their trip, prompting the brothers to hastily clean up the house. They find that someone wrote Rodrick Rules on the bathroom door in permanent marker. Greg gets the idea to replace it with a door in the basement, though after the family gets home, they realize that the replacement door does not have a lock. Roderick tells Greg to deny everything, but Susan soon realizes the lock is gone and confronts Greg over it. Greg confesses that he and Roderick had people over, but lies that it was only a band practice and begs Susan to let it go so that Roderick will continue to spend time with him. Susan agrees to this, and Roderick, believing that Greg kept their secret, gains respect for his younger brother. The two start spending more time together, and Roderick gives Greg advice on school and girls, though most of it gets Greg in trouble. At school, Greg and Rowley start a joke where they treat classmate Shrag Gupta as if he were invisible. Shrag later gets revenge by forging a note from Holly asking Greg to meet in the art room. Greg approaches what appears to be Holly only to be met with a disguised Shrag. The other students in the art room then laugh at him, and after this incident, Greg does pass Holly in the hallway, but she mistakes him for Fragley, much to his chagrin. That night, after Greg and Roderick get home from a wild outing, Susan and Frank end up finding pictures of Roderick's party, causing a fight to break out among the Heffleys in front of Susan's editors at the paper. As punishment, the brothers are grounded, but Roderick is also prohibited from playing at the talent show, leaving him distraught. Having learned that Greg partially admitted the truth to Susan early on, Roderick states that they may be brothers but will never be friends. Greg and Roderick are punished further by being forced to spend the weekend at their grandfather's retirement home, but Greg ends up running into Holly there. Holly apologizes for her earlier mistake, and the two become friends. Greg writes about this in his diary, but Roderick gets his hands on it the next morning and threatens to show it to Holly. Greg chases after Roderick in his undies and manages to get the diary back, but ends up running into the women's restroom where he is violently chased out by some old women. Roderick records the security camera footage of this incident and holds it over Greg. Okay, now for the final bit, the ending. You know the procedure as always. You have 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below. If you've seen the movie already, continue on. Thank you, and here we go. Okay, you've been warned. At the talent show the next week, Roderick finds out that he has been booted from his band by Bill Walter, a guitarist who recently joined, and Rowley is not able to perform his magic tricks due to his assistant, Sky Douglas, having stage fright. Greg offers to participate in Rowley's magic act if Susan allows Roderick to perform, which she agrees to. The magic act is praised by the crowd, including Holly, but people are unimpressed by Roderick's band act until Susan starts dancing at the edge of the stage, which prompts the crowd to join in. Frank tapes the entire footage of Susan dancing, agreeing with Greg to keep it a secret. Roderick removes Bill from the band in retaliation and gives Greg the tape from the retirement home as a token of forgiveness in return for making it possible for him to perform. The brothers reconcile as Roderick drops Greg off at school the following Monday. And in a mid-credit scene, Greg and Rowley upload the Dancing Mom video on YouTube, which gains a lot of views and likes, making Greg and Rowley an internet sensation. However, Roderick finds out about the video, continuing Greg and Roderick's rivalry. End of story, my friends. So what did I think of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Rodrick Rules? Well, I gotta say, I like this a little more than its predecessor. This is probably my favorite of the 4 live action features. I do like this just because it has a lot of craziness and fun. I mean, I love the performances we got from Zachary Gordon as Greg and Devin Bostick as Roderick. Again, of course, Roderick, he's crazy though, but and is always lazy, but he's just one funny guy in ways. Let's see, and Robert Capron's back as Rowley, very good, He's pretty funny still. Rachel Harris as Susan, and Steve Zahn as Frank. Yeah, really something. We have Connor and Owen Fielding as the youngest member of the Halfway family, Manny, who apparently never gets into trouble, which I failed to bring that up in my review of the first movie. Pam List plays Holly Hills. Very good performance. And Fran Kranz plays Bill Walter. Of course, again, we have Grayson Russell as Fregley, Karan Brar as Shirag, and Lane McNeil as Greg's archenemy of a girl, Patty Farrell. Yep. But anyway, and the hosts of others, the series author of the Jeff Kinney makes a cameo as Holly's father. If you didn't know, I almost didn't know that was him, but now I know. Anyway, the film went on to make $72 million worldwide, which that was close to its predecessor. Now, of course, it would be followed by Dog Days the next year, which I'll review that later on. So I'm not reviewing the rest of the series, though. But anyway, the story isn't too bad. I may never have read the books, but this film still has a lot of fun. Edward Schirmer does the score for this, which isn't too bad. But anyway, yep, incredible. So anyway, I still think this film had a lot of hystericalness in ways, but a little bit might have been weird, but even so. Now, of course, now that the new Diary of a Wimpy Kid animated reboot is now on Disney Plus, well, Mr. Kinney has already revealed that the first sequel based on Rodrick Rules is set to be released next year. So we will be getting an animated film of that. So there's probably going to be some more animated Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies to come up later on down the road. So, well, I think that's reasonable. But anyway, I really thought the performances weren't that bad, but hey, even I know this film may have some weirdness, oddness, and what have you, but still, it provides a good laugh. Or two or three, or even more. You be the judge. So, with all that said, would I recommend Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Rodrick Rules? Well, I would kind of put in a draw between sure, go ahead, or, well, and maybe give it a one-time watch. Just in case if you weren't too thrilled with the first one. But if you're not interested in this series, don't bother with it anymore. Still, I gotta say, it's still pretty funny. So anyway, let me know what you thought about Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Rodrick Rules. Is this your favorite film in the franchise? You can tell me in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And next time, I'll be bringing to you this week's Saturday morning TV log on X-Men. And also, tomorrow night, be ready for my first new live stream, and I'll be on It's a Wonderful Life. So anyway, that's going to do it. Thank you for watching, and if you like this, you may want to consider check out my reviews for these other fun-filled kid flicks. In the upper left-hand corner is my review for R.L. Stein's The Haunting Hour. Don't think about it. The upper right-hand corner is my review of the new Disney animated feature Encanto, which is spoiler-free. Or if you want something that even kids and adults can enjoy, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of The Muppets from 2011. In the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.